Now let's take a look at a couple of tabs in Adobe Camera Raw. Those are HSL Grayscale and Split Toning. Those are located right here. And HSL, of course, stands for Hue, Saturation, and Luminance. And if we look at this image taken in Yosemite National Park of the alpenglow with some clouds and a moon up here, let's take a look at what we can do with this exquisite color. This is really, really good color here. And this is one of my favorite alpenglow shots from Yosemite. So, in looking at what we can do with this image, let's, what do we got in here? We got purples and blues, not too much in greens and reds. So let's concentrate on those colors. And what we're doing is just adjusting the hue in the purple range. And if we like it, we keep it. If we don't, we won't. See, I'm turning those clouds into something aqua, and that doesn't look right. Purple cloud, nah, I don't like that either. I like it the way it was. So you just take the slider, go back and forth, see what works. There's not a whole lot of yellow in there. I don't doubt seriously there's too much orange, not too much red. So we're stuck, not stuck, but the image is comprised of purples, blues, and magentas. Not even magenta, blue and purple. That's what we got. So we adjust those to however we like it. I like things to stay as true to nature as possible. But sometimes you have to boost things in order for them to be seen from a camera's viewpoint. There you go. I like that. That's looking real good. Punch a little bit of blue in there. And then luminance. It's kind of the combination of brightness and contrast in one adjustment. Luminance is more akin to brightness, I think, than anything else. We can darken the blues. We can lighten the blues. We can brighten the purples, which we don't want to do, or we can darken them, which I think we just leave things just how they are. But I mean, you can see that when you bring the picture in and move the sliders around, what it does to the image and the latitude of color adjustment that it does give you. Now, if we look up here and see convert to grayscale, this would be the last image that you'd want to convert to a black and white because it's got so much good, deep, rich color in it. It's definitely a color photograph. But if we look at this portrait of Kaylee, I'm going to convert this one to black and white, and then I can come in and I can adjust her skin and make brightness adjustments only on her skin. And then as far as her top is concerned, I can change the color of the top, make it bright. Now when you do that, keep in mind that right here we've got a border, we've got an artifact from the previous brightness level, so be careful of that. It works obviously a lot better when you're going dark, and so we can turn this from like a light blue into black if we want to, from a black and white standpoint. So there you have the HSL Grayscale tab. Lots of different things you can do to an image from a color standpoint. Split toning is a bit weird. Now, in basic terms, split toning is adjusting the hue and saturation on highlights and on the shadows separately. Now, the fly in the ointment comes with this balance slider. Everything from here, from the middle up to here, and you can see how it does get brighter on the slider, is comprised of highlights. Everything from here down is comprised of shadows. So if we want to increase the breadth of the shadow group, we move this slider over here. Now if we move saturation on highlights, it's only going to pick up the very lightest parts of the image. Conversely, if we adjust the saturation on the shadows, we're adjusting saturation on a lot of the image. If we adjust the hue, that's an overall kind of adjustment, as both of these are. But come in and experiment and see what you like best and mess with this balance slider and see what you get. So there you have the HSL Grayscale tab and the Split Toning tab, all contained in Adobe Camera Raw with Adobe Photoshop CS6.